Hello, loves. My name is Josie, and welcome to Eccentric. This is an energy check-in, okay? And the reason why I'm doing this energy check-in is because I just made a connection from one of my May videos, and today, right now, it's about the 25th. Is about like I'm talking about time here. It's the 25th of May, and this energy started yesterday, as a matter of fact, and I interpret things differently than other people do, so I'm not really concerned about being accurate about anything. Okay, that's for all of y'all beautiful souls out there who have that need. Now, y'all know that I like to post the Schumann resonance, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but you see this screen. I don't know if you're going to be able to make out the color, but usually on the graph, when you see that green energy, you know you're in for a lot of uncomfortable energy, a lot of purging, a lot of just straight uncomfortable, a lot of lashing out, right? When it's that white energy, that's when when people generally have the euphoria and the more positive 5D experiences. But that green energy, when it's going all the way down to the bottom of the chart, especially, that's more of a purging. Let's do the dirty work. Let's do that shadow work. Let's get this out because you're about to ascend to another level. Okay. In my Sag video, I was talking to them particularly about this energy that they were going to go through. And I was just listening to it again, and I was like, oh my gosh, it may be helpful for some other people to hear this message, because you can have Sag anywhere in your chart and still get hit with it, particularly. So for this energy check-in, this is for the people who are actually feeling this stuff right now, okay? Some of you, and this started yesterday, the 24th of May, some of you could be super tired, need a nap. Some of you could feel heavy, okay? You could feel like you're functioning underwater, like things are just harder to do. Hey, love. Some of you could be having pressure in your third eye, your crown, headaches on and off, headaches that don't feel like headaches, but you know it's a headache and it's weird, like more like the inside of your head has to pop. Some of you could be dealing with frequencies going through your ears, the ringing. Some of you have throat chakra clearings that are happening. So if you have a cough, I don't suggest you go out into public places, because somebody will probably try to fight you. Okay. Some of you may have a general ill feeling. Okay. Another thing that may happen is you may have literal flu-like symptoms. This is not medical advice. I am not a medical professional. If there's something wrong with you, go to the doctor or do a telehealth, whatever, okay? But there are some of you that are going to feel like you have a fever even though you don't have one. You're going to have that sensitivity. You're going to be hypersensitive, okay? This energy is probably going to dissipate by the end of the week. All of us it's not gonna hit us all the same at the same time. Some of you will feel generally ill. Again, you know the difference between, spiritual illness and actual germs, right? And if you don't, rule it out. Go to the doctor first. If they don't know what's wrong, if they test come back and you're fine, then you know that you need to get your butt in a salt bath, sage yourself, drink sage tea, clear some of that energy out, release what you need to release, because something's trying to leave your body, okay? Something that is no longer serving you. even though this is a new moon cycle that we're in right now, it feels and looks like a full moon cycle to where you're just getting rid of stuff. And what I've noticed about the new moon cycles lately is that during the new moon cycles, a lot of people are releasing and receiving at the same time. And it's a lot to handle, you know? It's a lot to be dealing with when one moment you're being blessed and everything's great and you're succeeding, and then another moment something else in your life is absolutely falling apart. We as a collective are going through quite a bit of change. And one thing that I want to make sure that y'all understand, beautiful star seeds, light workers, multi-dimensional beings out there, is that the last thing you want to do is get caught up in people problems, in the human drama. Okay? It's tempting. Okay? But you really are going to have to focus on having spiritual discipline and relying on God, literally on source, for everything during these trying times, especially when you don't feel good and you're so ready to just snap on somebody. You're really going to have to constantly recenter yourself, especially over this next couple of days. You're going to have to keep recentering yourself. For those of you who have work or you're working from home, or just you have to be at work, period. There may be a time where you can't even think straight, where you just don't have it, and it's just going to have to be okay. I still feel some kind of way about people who haven't stepped into their purpose and started that business and things like that, because it makes it difficult when you're doing something that is going against where you're going. But everybody steps into their purpose at different times. And I'm over here saying because I have zero, nada, zilch energy, okay? Like, my brain don't want to do it. My body don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. But I got to do it because I know I'm not the only one going through these things, you know? I've been stuttering lately too. Like, it's weird, but that I don't see that as a negative thing. Obviously, I'm going through something and something is being cleared because these things are happening. You know, and it's also a signal sometimes that you're doing too much or you have too much responsibility. We have Pluto, Saturn, Venus, Jupiter, and soon to be Mercury in retrograde. Like, slow down. Everything is going through an internal process right now. So reaching externally for anything right now is not going to be effective. You got to go from within to the outer world. There's no getting around it. You're just going to like make yourself tired. Oh dear. I just read your thing. There are a lot of things going on in relationships per the Venus retrograde. There are a lot of things going on with belief systems per the Jupiter retrograde. And then Saturn is making you clear out karma right now. Like, there's so much happening. So if you're still holding on to something that you know you should have let go of a long time ago, I don't know if it's going to survive this retrograde season, because it's going to show you all the reasons why you should have let it go a long time ago. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to when Mercury joins the party. I am not. Like, I'm telling y'all right now, I want to go hide. I want to get a backpack, a Dora the Explorer backpack, okay, and just put a few things in it and just go. There's a forest somewhere near me, I know. just can't. I feel like y'all feel like I'm so over so much stuff, and my body is like really reacting right now. We are definitely getting hit with quite a bit of energy being activated, transforming on a physical level. All I can tell you is take care of yourself first before you can do anything for anybody else. And as my grandmother would say all the time to me, don't worry about it. That's easier said than done, but I get it now. Don't worry about it. When you sit with spirit and when you walk with spirit all day, every day, you good. You're just good. Anything you need, anything that needs to happen is done. It is done. You see? And when you get wrapped up in them people problems, and when you get wrapped up with that TV and all the craziness going on out there, you get consciously disconnected from spirit because you're never separate, but your mind will literally make you think that you are disconnected. Okay? You just tricking yourself, and it's because you're feeding yourself things that are not good for you. If you eat too much chocolate cake, you might get a stomach ache. That's the same thing as if you watch too much news. Eventually you're going to be afraid and full of fear. If you get too into trying to change people or trying to help people that they obviously don't want help, you're going to get sucked into their pain. Okay? Take care of you first and practice discernment. Because right now, everything and anything is happening. Murphy's Law is like out there running rampant. Okay? And people are reacting to this energy. They know not what they do. You know more than they do when it comes to, oh, we're ascending, we're getting hit by some energy and it's uncomfortable, you should breathe and hydrate. They don't know all of that. They just know they don't feel good and they wish a person would. And they lash out and they act a fool. You let them do that. As long as you're not adding to it, you good. Here we go with that Beta Lighthouse. All you got to do is stand. Stand in your sovereignty. Stand in your integrity. Stand in your peace. Stay there. Okay? That is the safe zone. As I'm telling y'all right now, this energy started yesterday, and I'm really feeling it today. And I've gotten so used to getting blasted with energy now and then that I know that what I'm feeling right now is a wave, and it's going to hit different people at different times. Okay. And that is what makes it go longer than what it actually did on the graph, because different people metabolize this energy through their energetic body and then through their physical body at different rates. So the symptoms or the reaction is not going to happen all at once. And I'm glad, because, oh my goodness, nope, not today. Not today. Oh my goodness. You're going to see some things. People are going to be arguing. People are going to be fighting. Stuff is going to pop off. Okay? But as long as it's not you getting into it and feeding into it and participating, you're going to have to be good. You're going to have to let the chips fall where they may, and you're going to have to keep a healthy distance. Okay? This is about surrendering. This is about understanding that even as a co-creator, that you have more control when you know you don't have any control. Okay? When that's your wisdom right there. You're not controlling anything. And when you know that, that's when you have the most influence and the most control. Okay, just let it happen. Okay, let these things fall apart, let it happen, and salvage what you can and rebuild, because the world is literally going through a destruction and rebuilding process anyway. Okay, don't get out there and try to go crazy trying to figure out how things are going to happen, how you're going to feed your family, no, go within, pray. Prayer, meditation, incantations, sigils, intentions. Ask for what you need. If you need strength to get through the day, if you need to feel love because you're not getting love from your partner or your family and friends or whatever, if you just need attention, I don't care what it is, ask Source, because I promise you, the energy will show up and show out, and it'll be better than anything you could have expected from another human being. This is the time to get real intimate and really, like, if you haven't created a personal relationship with your spiritual aspects, now's the time, the perfect time to have very real and intense spiritual experiences. If you feel called to fast, then do so. If you feel called to eat more and exercise maybe, then do so. Your body is going to tell you exactly what it wants. Okay? Exactly what it wants. But please don't push yourself to do any 3D stuff. Don't push it. Don't force it. Okay? Spirit will literally help you do what you need to do if you can't avoid getting something done. That's why you got to lean on Source and in these times. And then you got to learn to let it go if you're not getting that support from the universe, because it's probably something you're not supposed to be doing anyway. And in those situations, usually when you think you're going to get fired or you think you're going to lose an opportunity, another one comes along. Or even if you do get fired, somebody immediately, like, you get another job. Like, you just have to allow and be okay with the unknown. There's a lot of unknown and there's a lot of movement right now. This is literally the process of creation, and you're in it. You're inside of it. That whole Big Bang situation where there was nothing, it was void, and then all of a sudden, all of this stuff started happening. You're inside of all of that right now, and it can be wild. My dreams have been crazy. I've been waking up having to figure out, like, how long it's going to take me to get back in my body, because I've been having dreams where I know that I've been somewhere that I have not been in my dreams. Like, if I can explain it, the best way to explain it is I've been very far away compared to where I usually am in my dreams. So it takes me a while to come back into my body and know that I'm here. Nutrition is a big deal. For some of you, you may have been getting away with eating things like chips and things like that. But I'm telling you, over the next few days, you may not want it. Or even if you do want it, you'll take one bite and immediately you will just feel like crap. You're going to be just fine. You're going to come out of this yet another part of yourself, right? You will have called another part of you home, integrated it, and metabolize the energy to the point to where you can actually function with it here. Okay. As for some of you that are going through that process, and then for others, abilities may become stronger or new abilities may be coming online. And what I'm seeing is that some of you are just all of a sudden going to be smart. That's the term they're using. Like, you're going to be smart. It's for those people who don't really think that they're smart. They're not really intellectually inclined. All of a sudden, they're going to have an interest in math. All of a sudden, they're going to have an interest in, equations, geometry. Like, I'm seeing numbers, I'm seeing shapes, I'm seeing equations. All of a sudden, this person's just going to know things and be interested in things and start talking about things that they don't usually talk about. Again, changes. We are inside of changes, one after another after another. We're not getting breaks. I love me some spring water during these times. Just regular water just won't do for me sometimes when I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling. Orange juice, spring water, this is how I support my body when I'm physically going through changes. I do my Arbonne shakes. Y'all know I got an Arbonne store, and if you don't, I'll put the link in the comments of this video, because again, cellular nutrition, bioavailable nutrition. So I do my shakes. I have a liquid multivitamin, multimineral, and that's pretty much all you can do, You don't even want to get too far into trying to support your body like crazy either, to where you have a whole shelf full of all of these products and stuff. Sometimes just, it's simple, I can't wait for some of you to experience fifth dimensional water. I love it when that happens, though. That's how I know what density I'm in. I will have the same cup of water that I've been sipping, and all of a sudden the texture will feel different and it'll taste different. And yeah. I don't even look. I'm like, okay, it's time to go now. We're done. Like, I just want to lay down. I have tea. I'm drinking a Tulsi tea. And I'm just on pause. I'm having a lot of mental formatting and mental just pause going on, like really super present moments where you just space out and you're just here. You're really here. And just nothing matters. We're going through it, but we are going to get through it. Okay, loves? You can make it through this week. I think that's all I have, because that is all that I had. So I'm gonna let you go, but have a beautiful day, night, evening, wherever you are. Love to you, healing to you, freedom to you, right? Again, my name is Josie, for those of you who don't know who I am, and welcome to Eccentric. I will talk to you soon. Bye.